Welcome back to Evan's Repairs and Creations, where today we will start putting some finishing touches on the go-kart and getting it running and driving smoothly. Alright, we're back on the go-kart. In a previous video, we got it running and driving for the first time since 2009, but it had some issues. First of which is this tire here goes flat in about 10 minutes. The engine runs, but not great. It just doesn't run the best. So we're going to be fixing that. We're going to be fixing the tire. The brakes are sketchy because I spliced together the line where it was broken. They work. There's a lot of pedal feel and it stops it, but I still don't feel safe with that splice. So we're going to fix that. We're going to be putting a different sprocket on it, like I said. And if we have time, we're going to be doing some cosmetic stuff, such as touching up the paint, fixing this rusty old back bumper, and some other stuff like that. So yeah, here we go. All right, first step is to get this tire, which is flat, apart. So these rims are split rim wheels. So basically in here there's 3 bolts, 1, 2, 3, that hold the wheel onto the hub, and then there's 3 more, 1, 2, 3, that hold it together. So we are going to split that rim, and I think that we should just be able to have it come into 2 pieces without even taking one side off the rim. But yeah, we'll see. So I'm going to do that, and I'll check back with you in a second. All right, our tire is now off. Here's our rim. It's got some dents and chips along the side there, but that's not too bad. It was quite a hassle to get this off because the tire was stuck to the rim. You can see how dirty that is along the bead, and yeah, it was just big hassle, but it's off now. So another thing here, this is the O-ring that goes I think it stretches here in between your rims, so that seals. Pretty neat. Yeah, we've got some pretty major sidewall cracking here, which is unfortunate, but this side's not quite as bad. But let me show you our remedy for that. Okay, so this is the I'm too cheap to buy new tires fix. So basically what it is rubber cement, and I read on some forum from 1998 that apparently if you put rubber cement on the outside here and a little bit on the inside, and then stick this tape, gauze, not gauze, I don't know, this medical wrap tape stuff on it on the inside, then it magically fixes your problems. So we're gonna try that. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, then I guess we spend the money and get a new tire, or we do have those tires up there. But the only problem with these up here is that they're slightly smaller size. So yeah, but what we could do is put these small ones on the front and then put those front ones on the back, I guess. I don't know, but let's try our method with the rubber cement. All right, so our glue has been sitting for a little while. It looks pretty good. Just about as good as a junky old tire like that can get. I went ahead and installed the new brake line. So our new brake line is installed. It looks good. We have more pedal feel than ever. Like, that's pedal, like that's solid. I went ahead and also like cleaned up the frame, so, and the metal and everything, so it looks like more vibrant and colorful. I'll also show you what I found on the back of it real quick. So on the back here, written says Slimer by something, maybe like S. Lido? I don't know, something like that. But Slimer, that's pretty neat. And it matches the card itself because it's green, so pretty neat. It would have been cool to meet the original owner of this, but I don't have a ton of background history on it, which is a shame, but yeah, neat. All right, as you can see, the carburetor came. I got it off Amazon for about 12 bucks. Pretty cheap, but it'll work. If anybody's interested, I'm going to put the link for it in the description. But here's the carburetor itself. Looks pretty good. Not too cheap. I mean, looks just like the stock one does if it was clean. And that came with a choke lever and 3 gaskets and the fuel line, but I probably don't need this because the one that's on it looked fine. There was no cracking or anything, but I'll definitely keep it in case because it's handy to have fuel line around, you know. But yeah, we'll get to installing this a bit later. All right, the tire is back on the rim. I used some RTB. I don't know if you can see it in there. It's still drying. I just put it on like a few minutes ago. This is the stuff I use, some Permatex clear adhesive sealant, silicone RTB, and hopefully it works. Literally, I'll show you, that's what all the other tires had. You can see the RTB, like you can see it, like, so I was like, well, we can just do that too. So it's worth a shot. If it works, it works. Because what I had originally was this O-ring that sat inside it between the two halves and sealed it, but I honestly don't know how to get that in there, and I don't know if it'll work or anything. So we're just gonna try this because that's what all the other tires had. But I'll give you an update in about an hour when it hardens and dries, and maybe we'll try to put a little air in it and set the bead or something. As you can see, we have our new carburetor on. That looks good. Everything's good with that. I also went ahead and changed the sprocket size to a bit smaller one so we get some higher speeds. I adjusted the chain and everything. Otherwise, everything looks good. We're still waiting on that tire to dry, unfortunately, but let's try to start it up and see if it'll go. All right, let's go ahead and start it up. Ignition is on, fuel's on, and here we go. All right. Let's give it some rev. Brakes work good. Well, everything looks good there. Now we're just waiting on that wheel and tire to get done so we can put it all back together and take it for a ride. Well, I put some air in the tire, and after letting it dry for over 24 hours, and it's only been like 2 minutes, and it's already starting to go flat again. So I think the silicone trick, or RTV, is just not quite strong enough to hold the air. So, sorry for the neighbor boys yelling in the background. They're playing in the rain. But I think I'm either gonna get some slime stuff to put in it, or I'm gonna get a tube. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I might just go with slime. Might be easier. So as you can see, we have a bit of a new development. I put some air in it and the tire got wet, and I just realized that it's actually coming out the sidewall. So our rubber cement fix didn't work, and it's actually not the RTV, which is shocking. But I still might try the slime or tube trick, but I'm glad the RTV worked. All right, here's our tire and wheel. And here is our new slime 2-in-1 tire and tube premium sealant. I've heard this stuff causes like a lot of trouble and pains for mechanics when you go to take the tire off the wheel. But oh well, desperate times calls for desperate measures. So let's do this. All right, first step, position the valve in upper half of tire. Yep, it's there. Okay, 2, shake vigorously for 30 seconds. Well, I'm just gonna shake it pretty vigorously. Okay, great. It's all shook up, like Elvis says, right? Okay, slowly remove cap core with tool. Yeah. Okay, so basically, there's this thing, and it's like, you use this tool right here to remove your valve stem core. So... I think that got it. Yep. Maybe. Okay, well, hold on. I'll check back with you when I get it. Okay, after some finagling, that's out. I had to use like an actual tool here instead of the cheap plastic one. But that's out. So let's move on to the next steps. Next step is remove object and allow tire to deflate. Yep, that's already checked. Yep, okay. Attach hose and squeeze in slime. Okay, give me a second. Okay, here's our hose. Here's the hose. Okay, now attach this hose to this fella. Perfect. Well, here's the rain. Attach it there. Okay. Then what do we do? Squeeze it in. Okay, well, good luck in there, slime. Why is it not going in? You should, okay. What the freak? Is there like a... Ah, well, that would explain. Why didn't they put that in the instructions? Slime. Okay. Maybe it's giving us like a bad omen, like, don't put this in. I don't... All right, well, here it goes. Good luck. It's going in. I will check back with you when I get all this squeezed in. Well, that's all out of there. Yeah, well, let's get this valve stem core back in so we can air the tire back up. All right, well, let's put some air in this tire. Good luck in there, little slime. Well, it's not leaking. That must mean we're good, right? What does this say? 15 or so PSI. Yeah, 15 or so PSI. It's not losing air. I don't see slime shooting out everywhere, so I guess we're good. Let's install this on the Go-Kart. All right, it's all mounted up. Next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna take our heat gun here and we're going to heat up this fiberglass seat and kind of bend these sides here out a little bit so I can fit in there a little better. All right, I'll pull the go-kart out of here and start it up and take it for a ride. All right, here it is. All right, we have it running and ready. Everything's hooked up. I'm gonna start driving and let's see how it goes. Awesome! This is so fun. All right, let's start it up and take it for a lap around the parking lot. overall, that was really successful. We've accomplished everything that we've wanted to do with the go-kart, all the way from fixing the brakes completely to fixing the engine completely. Everything just works great on it. That tire, I'm really crossing my fingers that the slime works. It's worked so far. I'm just hoping when I come out here in the morning that it'll still be solid and have air in it. But yeah, everything's gone well with the go-kart so far. Maybe in the future we'll do some upgrades like new wheels and tires, new engine. Who knows? You'll just have to subscribe to see. But yeah, anyways, it's really fun to drive. It goes a lot faster. That little worn out 5-horse doesn't have a whole lot of low end or power in general, but it's still really fun. And yeah, awesome. Well, thanks for watching. So don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button. Thanks. See ya.